Give whatever, you have free choice when it comes to money. Give whatever your heart desires. But don't think that I'm not watching. HaKadosh Baruch Hu tells us here that, yes, He gave you money. As the Gemara in Masechet Rosh Hashanah and Masechet Beitzah both tell us that He decides on Rosh Hashanah how much money each and every single one of us is going to get for that year. So He gave you money this year and last year and the year before and all the years that you've lived. He gave you different amounts of money. But you now need to know how to manage it. You can't just decide to go against the God that gave you the money. And therefore, we need to understand who is the God of money. Parashat Yitro told us don't go after the money to the point where you turn it into God. Parashat Mishpatim told us don't go and use that money that HaShem gave you and turn it into God by violating the Torah. Parashat Terumah tells us about the Mishkan. How is that going to help us about money? It first starts where HaKadosh Baruch Hu says, take from me a donation. How is this going to help me? Look at what happens after Hashem says, we got some donors. We got some donors. Am Yisrael, each one gives whatever his heart desires. Give whatever, you have free choice when it comes to money. Give whatever your heart desires. But don't think that I'm not watching. When we get to Menorah, we have some technical difficulties here. When we get to the Menorah, after we've gotten this money, we got the donations. Now Moshe Rabbeinu can go out there and get some gold, start putting some things together that HaKadosh Baruch Hu told him he has to do. The Menorah is one of them. And the details of the Menorah are extraordinary. HaKadosh Baruch Hu says, Moshe Rabbeinu, make me a Menorah like a world expert designer. It has to have these flowers and these buttons, kaftorim, and these specific knobs and decorative cups and branches. And it has to have designs on them. Oh, and by the way, it's about 3.5 tons of gold. And all of the gold has to be a single piece. Meaning you have to take a huge amount of gold, melt it all together into one big piece, and now mold it into, like people do with clay, into this menorah. Hammer it out and make this giant piece of 3 tons worth of gold into the most beautiful menorah the world has ever seen. From a single piece. Moshe Rabbeinu wants to do the will of Hashem. That's why he's there. But he tells Hashem, I can't do it. I don't even know how to do what you want me to do. I don't even know what it will look like. So HaKadosh Baruch Hu says, no problem, I'll show you. And he shows him an image of the menorah. Now Moshe Rabbeinu is even scared, more scared. He says, Hashem, that for sure I can't do. I don't have the skills to make these knobs and these flowers and these cups. I have no idea how to do this. Hashem says, no worries, Moshe. You got the gold? Get the gold, put it all together, throw it in the fire. I'll take care of the rest. Moshe Rabbeinu gets the gold that people donated, puts it into the fire, and lo and behold, HaKadosh Baruch Hu shows him how this gold transformed into the most beautiful menorah you could possibly imagine. But he says, Moshe, you did it. Now, between you and I, Moshe didn't do it. The Torah itself says Moshe didn't do it. But HaKadosh Baruch Hu doesn't lie. He says, Moshe, you did it. How come Moshe Rabbeinu, he says, why is Hashem saying this? Says HaKadosh Baruch Hu, don't turn money into God. Don't go into businesses that take the money that I gave you and make you look like you've turned money into God, even if you say you haven't. You want to know how to treat money? Look at my dear Moshe Rabbeinu. What did Moshe Rabbeinu do? He put the gold in there. Who gave him the gold? Am Yisrael gave him the gold. He had some gold. Everybody put some gold together. But who gave them the gold? I gave them the gold. And then they took part of the gold that I gave them, and they said, okay, we're going to give a piece. We're going to give a piece for the sake of the mitzvot. Then Moshe Rabbeinu just pushes this giant piece of gold into the fire. What a fire it was. Then I made into a menorah, but since Moshe Rabbeinu was the messenger that desired to do the will of Hashem, you know what? I said he did it. And that's how you know that Moshe Rabbeinu was the ultimate leader in every aspect, even in teaching us how to manage money. Where Moshe Rabbeinu here is teaching us, if you understand what HaKadosh Baruch Hu is trying to tell us here, you'll understand how to manage money. If you think that your idea, that your talent, that your job, that your customer, that your fortune, that your simply good deeds are what made you money, you, my dear friend, have turned different things into the God of money. But if you understand that HaKadosh Baruch Hu tells us, V'yikchu li truma, that the Chachamim are very careful to specify. V'yikchu li truma is in essence HaKadosh Baruch Hu telling us, He is the God of money. He is the God of money. There is no other God. He is the God of money. And the Chachamim teach us very carefully and precisely that HaKadosh Baruch Hu cannot ever be described as one who is receiving anything from us, because everything is His. The entire world belongs to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And therefore, the Chachamim say, V'yikchu li truma is in essence, you're bringing an offering, you're bringing a donation in front of me, not to me. So why does it to me? Because when you are using the gift that I gave you, the money that I gave you, the salvation that I gave you, in order to make more mitzvot, in order to sanctify my name, in order to publicize my name and my Torah, that means that you believe in me, not only as a God that created the heaven and the earth, not only as the God that can help you when you have no other choice, but you also believe in me to the point where you know that I am the God of money, where you know that Moshe Rabbeinu, all he did is show that he wants to do the will of Hashem. And therefore Hashem says, you showed that you want to do the will of Hashem, I'll do everything. You show that you want to do something in business, you want to go make a sale, you want to go build a company, you want to go make money, HaKadosh Baruch Hu says, no problem. I'll make the money. I'll send you the customer. I'll make the idea that you had work out. I'll give you the idea. I'll give you the money that will transfer into your account. I'll do everything. You just show that you want to do something, and I'll actually do it. Now, how do you know that a person believes that HaKadosh Baruch Hu is the one and only God, including the God of money? When you take the money that HaKadosh Baruch Hu gave you, and you realize HaKadosh Baruch Hu gave me 100% of my money, HaKadosh Baruch Hu gave me 100% of my house, HaKadosh Baruch Hu gave me 100% of my life, HaKadosh Baruch Hu gave me 100% of my wife, HaKadosh Baruch Hu gave me 100% of my kids, HaKadosh Baruch Hu gave me 100% of everything that I have. When I'm giving 10% of the money that I have, the income that I'm getting, to publicize his name, I'm not giving him anything. Everything is his. He's the one that gave me. All I'm doing is I'm taking 10% of the 100% that he gave me and showing him, I know you gave it to me. And I want other people to know that you gave it to me. And in fact, I want other people to know that you give it to them too. I want other people to know that you are the God of money. I want other people to know that you are the God that gives us everything. So I'm going to take money that you gave me and use it to go and publicize your name so more people can know the same beautiful lesson that I know, that I learned from Moshe Rabbeinu. Trying to do the will of HaShem by putting this menorah together, but admitting that he simply cannot. And then HaKadosh Baruch Hu says, I know you can't, but I wanted to teach you a lesson. That everything you do, in reality, I did it. But I'm going to put it in your name. Why? You had the willpower to do it. You wanted to do it. So I'll put your name on it. The question is, what do you want to do? Is your will the will of HaShem, or is your will the will of a different God? Perhaps you've turned yourself into God.
כוחה של התורה, כמה שהיא חשובה, כמה שהיא יקרה, כמה לכי השרת תבוא אליה. יחשבו שעשינו טובה, עשינו טובה לעצמנו. אם חכמת, חכמת דק. בצדקת הבט לדבו, ושם הבט תפעל בו. מה עשית? כל אדם עושה לעצמו. וצווינו אישים לעשות כל החוקים האלו, יראת השם אלוהינו, לטוב לנו כל הימים.